powerful solo laners with the Victor and the Aatrox.
Oh!
And TSM has decided it's time for Nico.
Oh my goodness, we get to see money for Broken Blade. Not only has he been able to get this big CS lead, aggressively using the Q as well as the auto attacks, but the difference, let's see if they make the Gragas transition up there in time.
Here comes the damage going out onto Broken Blade, who's trying to get himself away from the chains, has to try and flash it out, is going to survive the burn for now, and ever so barely. Broken Blade will walk away. TSM coming in now for the counterattack. We're going to find the cast, knock him back. Won't be able to do it just yet. TSM 3v2, but the World Ender's going to keep Licorice alive. He goes into Resurrection, up to about 500 HP by the time he respawns. Lancer's Light comes through, and this is the Cloud9 special, but it will not matter, and Bjergsen grabs first blood. For, well, a very small amount, but one more will do it. And there you go, turret first blood over to the side of TSM. And if you really want to hit 4 as quickly as possible so you get the extra range, you're more viable in the team fights. Scarin currently stuck at 1 as the fight breaks out. Acadian goes into the face as Bjergsen looking to find some follow-up. Acadian gets himself out and into the safety of Tom Kench's belly. Smoothie does it again, and TSM get Acadian out alive.
That was like a slip and slide. He was able to body slam over to the Tom Kench tongue and ride that one out. Safety, no such luck for Sneaky.
Nice pair of snakeskin boots you got there, Bjergsen. That is number 2. Right now, he's trying to heal himself back up. We're going to see if Bjergsen can find any more poke damage now. Licorice able to yoink Broken Blade back in with the chains. Pop Blossom coming down. Not quite going to find the mark he's looking for in Scarin. Trying to get himself back away now. Finding the route down onto Scarin. Meanwhile, off the side, it's Sneaky going to be taken low, but Zazel taking Acadian out. As Smoothie tries to get himself away. Zazel very, very hurt. C9 on the retreat now. They've managed to win the fight so far, but their health bars are in a spot where they've got to respect the poke. And
that's afterwards, because there were 2 fights going on simultaneously there.
We got another one right now as Sneaky sinks his fangs into Broken Blade and finds a free kill, and that is Cloud9 making it 2 Infernal.
Sneaky gets for their late game.
And Cloud9 will also even up the turret count here now, grabbing that one in the bottom lane. Niski barely getting himself away, but you can't say the same thing for Zazel. The noble sacrifice support falls for his carry. And that's TSM picking up turret number 2, kill side of the map from Cloud9. You got Mercury Treads on all 3, as well as the early Hex Drinker 2 coming in for Scarin, who's starting off the dive now onto the TSM players here on the top side. Acadian looking to get himself away, will do it so far. Ooh, Smoothie with the gobble up right in time before the second part of the laser hit.
Yeah, good defensive there, ult there from Acadian to ensure that he get pushed in on mid and bottom secondary.
TSM currently commanding the lead in turrets still.
Position when one of the Sleepy Trouble Bubble or the root lands, somebody has to run for their lives.
And Broken Blade will run away after taking the tier 2 in the bottom side. Not between a 3-0 or a 1-2 on Infernal Drake's spread is rather large, and TSM makes sure that they don't let things get still being placed around that Baron pit. That's the most important thing on the map. And with Sneaky put to sleep, it could be very dangerous here for Cloud9. Acadian gives him a drink and sends him on his way.
Another one, but teleports can't be canceled.
And remember, that means you're going to be drowsy as soon as you show up. Licorice tries to buy some time. Instead, he just gets resurrected immediately. Acadian going to be taken down to half. More damage flying out. Here comes a pop! Shut down over to Broken Blade as TSM will absolutely eviscerate Cloud9. Zazel tries to walk away, but I don't think he's going to be walking much further. The root comes out, the arrow goes flying, and Cloud9
is going to allow TSM to finish up this Baron. Niski now is the only one that can say anything about it.
Oh, point blank drowsy, going to be cleansed away. Chaos Storm coming in, looking to find some damage onto TSM here in the pit. Acadian doing a good job, keeping cool, keeping that secured % of his health. Remember, the drowsy wasn't on him.
Have a nice day.
Here's your root, here's your damage. There goes Sneaky. TSM finds another one for free, as Broken Blade will continue to be that split push threat. Licorice pops out his wings. He's ready to go here. Broken Blade getting himself away off the side. And Scarin immediately has to drop the Lamb's Respite because he knows Pop Blossom will one-shot him. They do manage to take down Broken Blade, but at the cost of losing the bottom lane inhibitor turret and inhibitor. Nexus turret's now under pressure as Cloud9 has to get their members back into the base to defend. TSM continues to form it. 4 marks at 32 minutes is not where you want to be aiming as the Kindred player, but it's what he's been reduced to this game.
To ult on top of. Somebody literally has to use their short dash and flash in to try and get a good AoE kill.
Broken Blade is hanging out mid as TSM will put 4 members in the top side, pushing down the tier 2. Baron going to be spawning here in about 30 seconds. TSM control this part of the map. They know they can then immediately rotate back towards Baron, get the vision control around the pit. They've already got it in the northern part of the Cloud9 jungle. Broken Blade will sit bottom, make sure that he stops Licorice from taking anything. For smart to me to go in without Bjergsen there. Now, when you don't have that big AP carry here now. But he's made his way into the fight now. Nearly kills Svenskeren, and Sven makes sure of it. No time for Lamb's Respite, the piercing arrow.
2 members dead. Also, they don't have the damage from Kindred. It doesn't seem feasible to rush it.
Trouble Bubble finds it now down onto Zeyzal. TP also going to be coming in here from Broken Blade. Cloud9 are simply not fast enough to take this down before TSM makes their way in. Chains of Corruption finding their way onto no one into the back line. It's Zeyzal keeping himself away. Sneaky still looking to supply the DPS. And Arcadian, the man's abandoned. He stole it away. As now we'll see where the fight goes. Svenskeren grabs the kill down onto him in retaliation. Bjergsen trying to get himself away, but there's the big bounty cash in for Niski.
C9
Sting. These Death Rays have plenty of punch themselves. You can see Sven losing about 40% of his HP there. Svenskeren going in onto Bjergsen here in the mid lane, who wants to get himself away, but that could be a big kill. Svenskeren instead going to be taken down by Broken Blade. Licorice will slam Bjergsen into the ground in retaliation. Pop Blossom comes down. Licorice goes into the stasis. Broken Blade falls. Cloud9, is this your counterattack? Sven will go down. Shut down, put it over to Niski. And that is 4-4-1.
No flashes for TSM, and Cloud9 find their revenge. They've got an open pathway down mid.
Acadian, the last man standing to try to stop this. It seemed so heavily in favor of TSM, but after they lose a couple of members at the Elder Drake fight, Cloud9 build their momentum, and now that momentum is barreling down the mid lane. There is still 30 seconds on TSM respawn timers. Cloud9 may be looking to even end it here.
C9, double Infernal Drakes, 41 minutes into the game, are on fire, looking for the Nexus turrets after this inhibitor.
You're going to have 10 seconds on Bjergsen. Can he come back up in time to save the day? Acadian has to make some sort of a last-ditch effort to defend. Cloud9 coming back. They're swinging at the Nexus turrets. They've already brought them both down. Acadian's in the ground. It's a comeback story. And Cloud9 take the win.
This game delivered, Captain Flowers.
Holy fuck, good job!
That is what I like to see.
You said you were thinking about making a PokeComp 101 class with Professor Kobe and using this one as the example. This is like acing everything throughout the entire semester, and then you fail the final.
It was so close and so well done from both sides, trying to take the small opportunities that were open to them. Incredible turnaround there from C9 as well. TSM controlled the early game, snowballing very effectively.